squeeze that neighbor by the hand and tell him it's well with my soul. I got trouble, but it's well with my soul. Oh, I just need somebody who's a witness, who's a witness to the fact that I got some real trouble, but it's well with my soul. I ain't got no problem with Jesus, son, because he's all right with me. Tell him he's all right with me. In the midst of all this pain, in the midst of all this frustration, in the midst of all my disappointments, I just want to confess that the Lord is all right with me. The safest place in the whole wide world is in the will of God. So your goal and objective in life, in this life, has to be, I just want to please God. Because if I can please, I didn't mean to say bad words. But I want to find myself pleasing God. I want him to be satisfied. Would you tell somebody, I really want God to be satisfied with me? He knows everything there is to know about me. And still loves me in spite of me. The psalmist says, I would have fainted unless I believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the. In other words, I'm expecting to see it right here. See, we're living to live again, but there's some things that you can expect right here, right now. It takes pleasing God to get it. Tell somebody, it's going to take pleasing. Okay. It's going to take pleasing God to get it. That's the price. That's all he's asked you to do. I was studying in the scripture out of Ephesians last week, and this week I went on to read some more because I got stuck with nobody but God, but God. But it's the first, and that was beginning at verse 4. But it's the first 3 verses that talked about the wretched state that we were in, that the sinful nature that we had, that he had, that it described us to a T as being so caught up in the era of disobedience. We were known as children of disobedience. And then that's where the writer comes and says, but God, who is rich in mercy, wherewith his great love. Now look at those 2 words there, rich and great. That ought to be enough for you to get excited to understand and know that if he's rich people, he's rich. Rich in his mercy. He describes his mercy as being rich and his love as being great. So that means there's an abundance of love that's compounded with the richness of his mercy, which causes all of us to be found here saved in the household of faith. Tell somebody, I'm so glad that he loved me. Well, I might as well keep talking about the washing, since I got your attention. Ephesians 4:2. Ephesians 2. Let me try to finish what we started last week. We can get past, but God, nobody but God. Get past that part. so we can talk about God's greatest love gift to mankind. Grace, God's love gift to mankind.